Imagine feeling relaxed in your own skin, hopeful about what is coming, liking yourself again, not just because everything is perfect, but because you finally made peace with who you are and where you are. This is what self acceptance does. And today I want to show you how to get there. Hey girl, you showed up today and I'm so here for it. My name is Marcus Chi, your sis in faith, boldness, and all things dear shy girl. This is the space where God gets the glory and you and I live every single week feeling seen, fired up, and ready to move. So, welcome to Dear Shy Girl podcast. Let's go. Can I paint a picture for you today? Imagine waking up one day and not being at war with yourself anymore, not fighting your body, not resenting your season, not apologizing for your past, not waiting to feel ready before you showed up, just at peace with where you are, while still being excited about where you're going, feeling relaxed in your skin, feeling hopeful about what is coming, feeling like yourself again. Trust me, this is not fantasy. This is what self acceptance actually produces. And I want to show you how to get here. This is what self acceptance actually produces. Here is what I've learned. You cannot build genuine confidence on foundation of self-rejection. Real confidence, the kind that holds up when life gets hard, can only grow in one place. It can only grow in full acceptance of exactly who and where we are right now. Not someday, not when everything is fixed. Now, so stay with me. And this is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Here is what psychology tells us. Research by Christine Neff, one of the world leading self compassion researchers, found out that self acceptance is the single greatest predictor of psychological well being, not achievement, not success, not confidence itself, but self acceptance. She found that people who accept themselves, including their flaws, their failures, and their hard seasons, are more resilient, more motivated, and more likely to grow than people who are constantly self critical. Let me break it down in simple terms. The woman who accepts where she is moves forward faster than the woman who is at war with where she is. And here is the beautiful thing, that woman can be you. Starting today, right now. Self compassion is one thing I hold strongly. I have accepted so many things about myself that felt hard to sit with. Some things like I don't have it all together, that I am still figuring everything out, that I have restarted more times than it feels comfortable to admit, that my body is still a work in progress, that my season has not always looked the way I planned, that my environment has not always matched my vision, that I am still learning, I am still growing, and I am still becoming. And for a long time, I kept thinking I will have to feel confident when I finally get it all, when my body looks right, when my season feels better, when my environment changes, when I stop making mistakes. And here is what I discovered, that day will never come as long as I still keep waiting for it, because there is always something else to fix. There will always be another reason to wait. There will always be another version of myself that I have not become yet. And that's what God showed me. He showed me something that brought the most incredible peace. God never asked me to show up finished before He used me. He asked me to just show up. Trust me, in the Bible, God used Moses, who was a slaughterer. He was a stammerer and he could not speak well. He used Gideon, who was hiding in the winepress and felt so much less of himself. He used David as the youngest and the least likely and made him the whole king of Israel. He used the woman with the issue of blood while she was still bleeding. None of them were finished. None of them had it all together, but God used every single one of them right in the middle of their unfinishedness, in the middle of their mess. Here is the truth that's going to set you and I free. We have been holding our breath for years, waiting to be enough. But God is saying, you are already enough. You always have been enough. So now, get up, let's build. He's asking you that He's here to build with you, and He wants you to accept yourself. Accepting yourself doesn't mean that you are satisfied with staying where you are. It means you have stopped rejecting where you are while you are walking towards where you are going. It is one of the most freeing things that I have ever experienced, because instead of I hate my body, it becomes I am grateful for this body, I am alive and I'm taking care of it. Instead of I hate this season, it becomes this season is building something in me I cannot see yet. Instead of I hate where I am, it becomes I am not staying here, but I'm going to learn everything this place has to teach me. That's the shift. One shift in perspective can change everything for us. Rejection keeps us frozen, but acceptance keeps us moving. And moving feels so much better than feeling frozen. Here is something I want to give you permission for today. Allow yourself to be seen trying. It's okay to be seen striving. It's okay to be seen low, because when you allow yourself to be seen in the process, not just in the highlight reel, you give another woman, another man, if you're a man watching this, permission to be seen in their process too. Your trying is someone else's courage. Your striving is someone else's motivation. Your low season is someone else's proof that she's not alone. That she's not alone. And what makes all that possible, what holds it all together, is knowing who you are and knowing whose you are, knowing where God is taking you, and having a community that holds you accountable to that truth on the day you forget is what Dear Shy Girl podcast is all about. A place where we show up together, imperfect, unfinished, and fully held by God. And there is so much peace in that, so much hope in that, and so much freedom in that. Trust me, I'm on this journey and I can say it, I'm a proof. Now, here is 6 steps that will help you work out self-compassion personally, no bluff. Step 1, name what you have been carrying. Growth begins with honesty. Get a journal. I use the OneNote. Write down everything, every part of yourself that feels really hard to accept. It can be your body, it can be your season, your current season, your past, your pace, your personality. Honestly, you're writing it down not to shame yourself, but to see it clearly so you can hand it over. And handing it over to God, because you cannot release what you have not named. You cannot work on what you cannot name. You cannot process what you cannot name. Step 2, separate the facts from the feeling. The fact is your body is where it is right now. The feeling is that it makes you feel worthless. The fact is your season is hard right now. The feeling is this means God has forgotten me. That might be the feeling. Facts can be worked with. Feelings need to be processed. So learning to separate them and working with the facts and giving the feelings to God will allow you to breathe and let God process it with you, because those feelings are not for only you to carry, but to hand over to God who would help you walk through those emotions and feelings. Step 3. Find the gift in where you are. Every season that I have been finding hard has been teaching me something. My body journey has been teaching me discipline and self-care. My difficult season has been building resilience and faith. My slow pace has been building depth and intentionality. My imperfect past has been building compassion and wisdom. So ask God, what is God growing in you in your current season, in your current feeling, in your current process, in your current timing? And then sit quietly with it and listen. The answer brings so much peace than you expect. So sit with it. Step 4. Replace the narrative with God's perspective. Every time the voice of self-rejection gets louder, replace it immediately with what God says. When it says you're struggling with your body, God says you're fearfully and wonderfully made. When it says I'm struggling with this season, remember what God says. He's working out all things together for your good. When you say I'm struggling with where I am, God is saying He knows the plan He has for you and they are going to be of good. When you feel like you're not enough, God says, my grace is sufficient for you. Say it loud. Say it every day. Go into your word. Speak it to your soul. Let your soul hear it until it becomes the loudest voice in the room, in your mind and in your soul. Step 5. Show up in the middle of the unfinished. The most powerful version of you is not the finished version. It is the version that shows up anyway. Pause the video with the body you have today. Share the story from the season you're still in. Build the dream from the environment you're currently in. Because when you show up unfinished, you remind every girl watching that she does not have to be finished either. Because when you show up unfinished, you remind the next person watching you that they do not have to be finished either. That is one of the most powerful gifts you can give to yourself and to the people around you. Step 6. Lean into your community. You were not designed to do this alone. Find the women or men who are also in the process, who will hold the vision for you on days you cannot hold it yourself, who will look in your eyes, even if it's through the screen. Trust me, I have so many online mentors. And you find who God says you are through their eyes. That is what we are here for as well. That is what Dear Shy Girl is about. We are not here because we have arrived. We are here because we are walking through this together. And there is so much hope in walking together. Now, let me speak this over you before I go, because I really want you to receive this today. My dear, you have been so hard on yourself for so long. And trust me, I know how that feels. And I just want you to know that you're doing so much better than you think. The fact that you are here, watching this, listening, still trying, still believing, still showing up, that is not nothing. That is everything. Because the girl who gives up does not show up, but you showed up. So let me tell you what I see when I look at you. I see a woman who has been carrying things that were never hers to carry. I see a woman who has restarted when it would have been easier to give up. I see a woman who is still dreaming, even when dreams feel impossible and far away. I see a woman who is still believing, even when believing has been the hardest thing she has ever had to do. I see a woman who woke up today in a body that she's learning to love, in a season she's learning to trust, in an environment she's learning to grow beyond. And she chose to show up anyways. She chose to show up for herself today. And that is not weakness. That is the most extraordinary kind of strength there is. You are not a failure. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are not too late. The best is here and is coming. Everything is working out for your good. I want you to know this today and know it for yourself. You will look back at this exact moment, this season, where you almost did not survive, and you will say, this is where everything changed. This is where I stopped fighting myself and started becoming that girl. You will feel so proud of yourself, so grateful, so at peace, and you feel so loved. And one last thing I would like to say. You are enough to start. You are enough to show up. You are enough to be seen. You are enough to be used. You are enough. Point blank and period. Point blank and period. That is the most important thing I want you to know today. And the most beautiful thing is that the world has been waiting for this version of you that finally believes this. Not the finished version, the real version, the relaxed version, the hopeful version, the feeling like yourself again version, the version that changes life. That girl is inside of you. She's been inside of you. God put her there before you were formed, and today she's coming out. So arise, girl. Accept yourself today and show up as the girl that you are and you want to be. Breathe and watch God walk through your life, because you are the woman that is finally agreeing with who He says you are. The best is not behind you, it's ahead of you. It has been waiting for you, and I need you to believe that today and live like it. So I want you to go ahead and share in the comments, what is one thing that you have been choosing to not accept and you're deciding to accept today? We're choosing self-acceptance today. And I want you to celebrate for yourself for choosing that today, because we are in this together. And I'll be right there with you in the comments. So hope you drop that comment today. And make sure you like and subscribe to this episode if this blessed you. And share this video with a girl that you feel needs to hear this today. I love you so much. God loves you so much more. I want you to know that you're so loved, you're so seen, you're so accepted. And He got you so, so much. I just need you to act like it. I'll see you next time.